All right, today we're going to be talking about first grade with Oak Meadow. We're going to be going over all of the reading material that comes with it, as well as the course book, the resource book, and our K through 3 essentials. So starting with the course book, you can see in the table of contents, everything is laid out by subject. So we are going to have our language arts, social studies, math, science, arts and crafts, music, and health all in one book. At the start of each lesson, we have a weekly overview that sort of gives you a chart so you can map out what you're going to be doing for each day, and it gives you an idea of how much time to spend on each subject. The goal is to lay a strong foundation and develop a love of reading and writing. We'll build literacy skills by printing letters and exploring stories together. We'll be reading fairy tales, nature stories, and traditional verses, and all of those can be found in our resource book. Our curriculum is nature-based, so each week students are going to engage in observations of the natural world and express themselves through painting, crafts, and developing their recorder playing skills. And they're going to conduct inquiries into topics related to their health and development in the world around them. At the end of each lesson, you're going to find a rubric that's going to help you map out the milestones that your child is reaching as they move through the curriculum. These are designed to be grown upon as we continue on our learning journey. I'm going to flip through so you can see just how much is in here and see that the layout remains really intuitive, with the start of each lesson having your assignment and material list and the end of each lesson having your weekly assignment overview. This is a complete curriculum, so everything you're going to need for the core of your students' learning is going to be included in this course book. If we go to the back, you'll find an appendix, and this is going to list all the materials you're going to need to complete this curriculum in alphabetical order, as well as broken out by lesson, so you can better plan your week-by-week activities with your child. Next, we're going to take a look at our resource book. So this is going to be the companion to your course book for this first grade curriculum. There is an introduction written to the parent, followed by sections marked off by the subject, so social studies, math, science, etc. In the introduction, we offer some information on how best to support your child while you're learning with this curriculum, some resources to look at, as well as words of encouragement. We'll have sections explaining how to use things like our main lesson books, which are a foundational part of a Waldorf-style curriculum. You can find those in our bookstore. This is what they look like. You can see it's beautiful blank paper with a tracing sheet in between to better preserve your child's artwork. And this is intended to be used for final pieces and as a compendium for the growth of your child through the year. As you flip through, you'll find stories written for the parent to read out to your student. All of them are in theme with what they are learning that week in the course book. Since this is a Waldorf-inspired curriculum, storytelling plays a central role. We do encourage parents to read ahead through the stories so you can tell them in your own voice and make changes to help relate them to your child more, or swap them out for stories that are culturally relevant to your family. All right, next we're going to take a look at our beginner recorder book. Inspired by Waldorf principles, this introduces music through imagination, rhythm, and gentle repetition. Students will learn to play the recorder one note at a time, building skills through play and familiarity. It has simple exercises and familiar tunes, and it's a way to begin a lifelong connection to music through joy and fun. Next, we're going to take a look at the literature package that comes along with our first grade curriculum. Word Families goes over consonant blends and common phonetic shapes and sounds that you can make with your child in a fun and playful way. Each section is accompanied by a drawing, and we go over words that rhyme or match together. Then we have some books your child can begin to read independently. These have beautiful, full bleed imagery in it to keep your child engaged without being overwhelming. And you can see here we have 3 books that are following the same character to help your child build familiarity and understand different stories featuring the same characters. As your child's reading improves, we move on to our Mouse Tales and our Mouse Soup books. This is a level 2 reading book. We have some beautiful hand-drawn illustrations in here and images in the place of words to help your child along their reading journey. And finally, we have our Frog and Toad books. So these are classics. The reading from your resource book and in this literature package is chosen by your curriculum developers, and it's picked to continue to foster that natural love of learning and reading that kids have. So that is our complete first grade package. So we're exploring literacy through stories and poems. In social studies, we're developing a sense of time and place. In math, we are integrating those stories with numbers and exploring patterns. And we're doing weekly nature observations. If you are coming to us from having done kindergarten with Oak Meadow and you've already bought your K-3 essentials, this is the end of the video for you. If you are just entering in the first grade, and you want to learn more about the K-3 essentials, stay along and I will bring you through those as well. We start with The Heart of Learning, which was written by Lawrence Williams, our founder. It's a really beautiful work that goes over the pedagogy of Oak Meadow and how we approach curriculum development. Up next, we have our craft book. So this is filled with craft activities to do with your child throughout their K-3 journey. We encourage you to go through and choose activities that speak to you and your kids and build some traditions out of it. Next, we have the Guide to Teaching the Early Grades. So this is another way to help you, the parent, succeed in your homeschooling environment. So we offer information on your child's development, how to teach them art, how to teach them music skills, as well as a plethora of verses, stories, and poems towards the end and middle of it to give you a jumping off point for sharing with your child. And finally, we have Healthy Living from the Start. So this is our health education supplement for K-3. Each lesson is written to the various developmental milestones as we move through K-3. So you're not going to be having the same conversation about social skills with a kindergartner as you would with a third grader and so on. So that is the end of our first grade walkthrough. Thank you for being here with me. I hope that you're coming away with a clear sense of how this curriculum works, how it's laid out, and how it can help you bring connection, creativity, and calm into your homeschool days. If you have any further questions or want to get in deeper on how this can fit with your family and your child's need, call an educational counselor. We are always ready to take phone calls from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays. We also have a live chat function on the website if you just have a quick question that you want to pop in there. Thank you again for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon.